Hello, my name is Roy Miller. I'm a past master of Oak Cliff Masonic Lodge number 705 in Dallas, Texas. I'm currently the treasurer, and I'm also chairman of our communications committee. And I have with me Lupe Hernandez, who works with me on the committee. Tonight, we're pretty fortunate. We've got a girl with us tonight. Her name is Laura Pearson Hicks. Her dad, Dr. Daniel Pearson, is a past master of Oak Cliff Lodge. Her grandfather was a Mason, and her great-grandfather was also a Mason. So what I'd like to do is introduce Laura to you and let Laura tell you a little bit about herself. Go ahead, Laura.
Thank you. My rainbow journey actually started here at Oak Cliff Lodge. And I owe a lot to Oak Cliff Lodge because the Masons were the ones who first proposed the idea of joining Rainbow Girls when I was 12 years old. And that was a very influential part of my upbringing and my young adult life. I joined Rainbow when I was 12, and I loved it so much that my mom and I traveled the state, and we went all over, and I eventually wound up running for the state line for the Grand Assembly of Texas. And I became Grand Worthy Advisor in 2010, and I served in 2011. So the Masonic family has been something very important to me, and being in Rainbow Girls has kind of taught me a lot of leadership skills, delegating, ways to manage my time, running a meeting. I went to university at the University of Texas at Dallas, and there I joined a sorority, and I continued using those skills that I learned in Rainbow when I went and joined the sorority. And I was president for my sorority in 2014. So that was kind of how I got started, and I think Rainbow and the Masonic family really played a major role in getting me off my feet.
So actually your experience in Rainbow really helped prepare you for getting out into the college and business world and leadership skills and et cetera, right?
Oh yes, I had a support system all over Texas. So when I started looking at schools, I had lots of friends I could talk to. I talked to folks from every city, from Brownsville to Amarillo, and I had friends that I could always count on if I needed to go someplace. I had somewhere to stay. And when I chose UTD, I decided to stay close to home, but I was still active in Rainbow Girls even while I was in college. So it really kind of was a good bridge.
So tell us a little bit about Laura Pearson Hicks as a person outside of the Masonic Lodge, kind of like, you're growing up and your experiences in school and what you're doing now and where you're going.
I grew up here in Oak Cliff, and I was very active in church. I did my school here in the neighborhood, and then I went to high school down in DeSoto. And then of course I took a year off for Grand Worthy Advisor in Rainbow before going on to UT Dallas for my undergraduate. I took a couple years after I graduated from UTD, and I decided that the degree I had gotten in child learning development and psychology was something that was a good base, but I wanted to further that. So I've decided to go back for nursing, to be a nurse, and I'm currently enrolled at Texas Women's University here in Dallas. And that is what I would like to do, is work with children and nursing. So it kind of brings in both of my experiences.
Well, that's great. Now, Oak Cliff Lodge has given you, I don't know, some scholarships. I don't remember how many, but is that something that's helped you along in your education?
Yes. The scholarships that Oak Cliff has been able to give me have helped me with books, supplies, tuition. It's something that helps me worry a little bit less about taking out student loans, which is really worrisome these days because it adds up.
Student debt, yes.
Yeah. So it's been very appreciated. And I received one in my undergrad at UT Dallas, and then I received another for Texas Women's.
Be sure to apply again next year.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, I'll say this, Laura's kind of special at Oak Cliff Lodge, because like she said, she was 12 years old, she was up here, and she was up here a lot and involved with all of us, and she's a pretty remarkable girl that's done, it's what she's done. She's really had a lot of success, and recently got married like a year or two ago.
I got married in October of this past year to a fella I met at UTD when I was in college. We got married here in Oak Cliff at the Christ Episcopal Church, and then we had our reception at the Scottish Rite Cathedral downtown. So the Masonic life is carried through all the way.
That's great.